Take a look at these sabers. These are just one of the default modded sabers that didn't even make this list. That's right, today we're going over the top 10 Beat Saber sabers. Mods and custom songs, I'm not even gonna lie, they carry this game, but sadly I believe there is not enough attention on the custom sabers. Every video that I've seen titled the best sabers or the top 10 sabers, I disagree with most of them, so I'm gonna reveal my opinion on what the top 10 sabers are. Firstly, we need to talk about reesabers. Reesabers is a mod that has created some of the most beautiful trails and sabers that you will ever lay your eyes on. There is a slight problem. It is a mod that you can only get through a Patreon subscription. However, it's only $3 New Zealand dollars and about $2 US, which gives you access to the reesaber mods and gets you an invite to the Discord, which has some amazing fan-made saber models in it. I'm gonna say, for such a low price, it is completely worth it if you play a lot of Beat Saber. Because take a look at these trails and tell me they aren't the coolest thing you have ever seen in a VR game to date. Anyway, I don't want this list to be purely reesabers, cause it's paid, so only the top 5 will be from the paid mod, and then number 10 to number 6 will be completely free and able to be downloaded through the links in the description. To install them, you can either click the install button if you have one-click install set up, or you can manually download it. Okay, now time to share my opinion online and upset many people. Coming in at number 10, we have S-Abberation. This brings me back. This was one of the first sabers I held on to. Some of my old recordings use this, and I could not be happier to start off the list with this one. I love a simplistic saber, and this one has a really good sword look and feel to it. Swords can be done very wrong. Like I see many people try to put an edge on it and give it an intended direction to swing with, which just never works out. You can't be rotating your wrist all the time. This sword is omnidirectional and is simple enough to not distract you while still being interesting if you were to take a closer look. This one gets a 6 out of 10. For the fans of Star Wars, coming in at number 9, we have SpaceOpera. These are the closest trails on sabers that you are going to get to the recognizable motion blur that all the fans of the series will notice. I find this a bit of a gimmick. I wouldn't recommend this to be the main saber because it does take up a lot of vision. However, this is a saber that everyone should have. It looks great and is perfect for parties and recording gameplay. 6 out of 10. The Tesla Sabers V3.0. What a solid pick. The Tesla Sabers have been a core model in so many people's arsenal that I couldn't not include it in this list. These have a sense of power in your swings. I think people don't understand how hard it is to make a saber that feels powerful to swing without making it feel like a joke or physically impossible. I think that's why there are so many simplistic and elegant sabers out there, because it's just easier to pull off. I feel like a knight whenever I have this equipped, and every swing looks powerful and strong. 7 out of 10. Coming in at number 7, we have the Pride Sabers from Wolfie and Xilinx. Wolfie and Xilinx have created a pack of sleek, minimal sabers to represent your pride in Beat Saber. In almost all my videos, I've used the gender fluid saber. However, there are really so many options to choose from, with pretty much every major umbrella being covered in some kind of way. They even have an arrow ace combo, where your left hand is one flag and the right hand is another. Overall, all of them are very clean, simple, and elegant sabers. 8 out of 10. Number 6, the best of the free sabers, I have picked Clean Saber V2. Probably the most used saber for YouTubers. This trippy saber that looks like it bends makes swinging a saber feel powerful. I imagine it as if you're swinging so fast the saber actually has to physically catch up to you. And that creates a really clean effect. The thing that I like the most about this is how it feels simple, yet so unique and one of a kind. I know there are others which have a similar effect, but this one just has such an appealing visual that is pleasant for both the player and spectator. Just make sure to tweak the white step on the trails, because I found some settings of the white step to be a lot better than others. I give this an 8 out of 10. Alright, it's time for the reesabers. The defaults from the remods are actually super good. I'd personally recommend turning down the intensity because I quite like to see what I'm actually swinging at, but it's really up to you. The amount of customization you can make in this mod is just mind-blowing. Also, my favorite out of the defaults is the Inferno on the high setting, because the ultra setting makes my GPU catch on fire. I was really tempted to put it in the list, but I wanted to showcase things that people might not see otherwise. So these are going to be custom-made sabers made by the community. Coming in at number 5, we have the DN-V2. Starting things off simple with a classic minimalist saber, which is perfect for competitive play. It makes for a perfect addition to your arsenal for when you need to strip away all the bells and whistles and just concentrate on the gameplay. The saber is minimal, sleek, and modern, yet it still improves the game so much. It really just goes to show, sometimes less is more. 8 out of 10. Number 4, we have DN-ExtraBlur. This one has an amazing trail effect. It creates these streaks across your swing, which I found quite unique and a fun change compared to the classic solid color gradient. The saber itself is nice, but what really sets it apart is the unique trail, which makes it feel like you're swinging so fast that the saber itself goes blurry. This is a 9 out of 10. Starting off the top 3, we have Tiamat. This one has a lot of particles and a minimalist trail. I love the shades of red they use, and I'm always a sucker for a strong and lasting swing line. I would never put on a long-lasting swing line in competitive play, but for casual play and just enjoying the music and visuals, I'm definitely going to be using these, but when I just want to chill out, throw on some copyrighted easy songs. 9 out of 10. Coming into number 2 is the SY-HSV. I have just 2 words for this masterpiece. Synchronized lights. I couldn't express how perfect this is for parties and chill gameplay. The lights literally change colors to the beat, which creates such a fun and energetic atmosphere. The thing that's crazy is that that's not even what this saber was made for. Originally, I thought it was just a light-changing saber that changes to the beat of the music, but no, it's actually changing color based on your hit score. That's actually insane how it works as a chill saber, but it's actually meant to be used for ranked. That is a true sign of a top tier if I've ever seen it. Anything that can pop off in more than just its intended use. Oh, amazing. I give this a chef's kiss, cause just, wow. 10 out of 10. Number 1, my favorite saber to date. TBP-Farquaad. This saber by the Black Parrot is the GOAT. If SY-HSV is the god of synchronized lights, TBP-Farquaad is the god of visuals. I don't even think I could have dreamed about a cooler saber. The lines with the black void around it makes the single neuron in my brain just activate. I don't know how to describe it other than it literally feels like I'm slicing through space-time. Easily my top choice from the reesabers, 11 out of 10. And that's the list. Now hold your horses. There are many sabers that I haven't even looked at, so if you have a favorite saber that you think more people deserve to know about, then leave a comment with it. That way you can help out the new users find the right saber for themselves. I had a lot of fun making this video, and I even found a few new sabers that I'll be using more of in both my ranked play and casual play. See you in the next video. Cheers.